Magician Sean just opened a box, and the 8 planets and the sun actually flew out. With just a stretch of his hand, he pinched the sun. Then he gently rubbed it in his palm. The next second, the sun actually disappeared. The whole world instantly fell into endless darkness. Soon, with the disappearance of the sun, all kinds of problems followed one after another. Traffic became chaotic, and accidents happened frequently. It seriously affected the normal lives of the residents. Even scientists from all over the world gathered together to study why the sun disappeared. Little did they know all of this was Jack's magic. It turned out this magic was called swallowing the sun. It was created 100 years ago by the king of magic, Dyson. By trapping the sun in a magic box, you could achieve the effect of plucking the sun by hand. From that moment, the sun disappeared, and the whole world fell into darkness and panic. And this research was recorded by the world. From then on, all magicians in the world took swallowing the sun as their learning goal, studying and exploring, hoping to become the new king of magic. But in 100 years, no one ever succeeded. However, a top magician named William secretly figured it out. But unexpectedly, he was framed by his apprentice Jack. In order to get the notes recording the swallowing the sun magic, Jack secretly tampered with William's magic performance, causing William's assistant to die tragically at the scene. And just like that, William was sentenced to 10 years in prison. And the notes he left about swallowing the sun, under the hard practice of his son Sean, were finally mastered on the day William was released from prison. He immediately said he would join the World Magic Competition to perform Swallowing the Sun to avenge his father and clear his name. But William stopped him because the notes were not complete. When he performed it 10 years ago, although the sun disappeared, he had no ability to bring it back, so he strongly stopped his son. But Sean didn't care about his father's words. He resolutely went to the World Magicians Competition to perform Swallowing the Sun in front of the whole world's audience to clear his father's 10-year-old injustice. Unexpectedly, he was questioned by the judges. They thought Sean, a man from the countryside, had no ability to perform this world-shattering magic. After all, to them, this was a disaster-level magic. Even so, Sean still didn't care. He only needed to perform the magic in front of everyone and prove himself with facts. So through the show, he told the truth that Jack had framed his father. He said as long as he was around, Jack could forget about becoming the king of magic, and he was ready to show his magic to everyone. Little did he know that Jack was also watching the competition. Until then, he realized the swallowing the sun notes he had been searching for were actually with Sean. He swore he would never let Sean go. Meanwhile, the unaware Sean was slowly walking onto the stage amid the voices of doubt from the crowd and began performing his magic. Under Sean's control of the magic, the 8 planets and the sun slowly rose out of the wooden box. Everyone was stunned at the sight. One of the judges immediately said, "This is exactly the same as the swallowing the sun performed by Dyson, the magic king of the last century." But there were still people who didn't believe Sean. They thought his magic was fake. These 8 planets and the sun looked like nothing but projected images. The audience on the spot all accused Sean of being a fraud. Some even wanted to disqualify him and throw him out. Facing the mockery of some judges, Sean didn't care. He was about to perform right away to show everyone. But at the critical moment, Jack rushed in to stop him. He even accused Sean in front of everyone of deceiving the crowd. He even claimed his own research had already produced results. But Sean didn't believe him at all. He even made a bet with Jack. If he could successfully perform Swallowing the Sun, then Jack must admit to the whole world that he had framed his father 10 years ago. Hearing this, Jack thought the wooden box in Sean's hand was just a prop, and that he couldn't possibly perform Swallowing the Sun. So he immediately accepted the bet. If Sean lost, he could never step into the magic world again. Sean decisively agreed. After reminding everyone to prepare lighting equipment, Sean began his performance. With just 2 hands, he took the sun. Then, he rubbed it in his hands. After blowing a breath, the sun actually disappeared. Unexpectedly, what he got in return was everyone's laughter. Jack firmly declared that Sean's magic had failed, but Sean ignored him, just counting down. The next second, the entire room fell into darkness. Everyone was shocked. They quickly turned on the backup power. Only then did everyone believe Sean's magic was real. They all praised Sean as the new king of magic. But just then, William rushed in anxiously, thinking Sean had caused a huge disaster. Without listening to Sean's explanation, he tried to take him away. But just as they turned to leave, they saw the TV screen projecting the impact on human life after the sun disappeared. People around the world were falling into panic. The host, seeing this, told Sean to quickly bring back the sun. Before Sean could answer, Jack told everyone that Sean hadn't learned how to bring the sun back. As soon as these words came out, everyone instantly realized the world was doomed. Without the sun, how could they survive on Earth? So everyone started blaming Sean. It was only then that William told Sean the long-buried secret. The swallowing the sun he had recorded was not a complete magic. The key wasn't making the sun disappear. The key was being able to bring it back. Even Dyson, the magic king 100 years ago, only found a solution a month after the sun disappeared. People thought Dyson had discovered the magic to bring the sun back, but in reality, it wasn't so. Dyson couldn't bring back the sun. When the king found out, he had him executed, and from the moment he died, the sun returned. Only then did everyone realize the seriousness of the matter. They all demanded Sean bring back the sun. Otherwise, he would have to pay with his life.